We are reacting to random stuff today. First, we are reacting to the 10-second video. Kaboom!
Boom! There goes your tower. Watch it crumble. Feel the power. Harry Tinkle's in the game. No, it's boom! 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 There goes your tower. Watch it crumble. Feel the power. Boom! There goes your tower. Watch it crumble. Feel the power. Harry Tinkle's in the game. No escape. Time to debate. No debate.
No debate. Yeah. Okay, we'll watch.
Do you ever get that itch for some good old survival Minecraft? Go to load up a fresh world just to get a seed like this? Well, I do. The problem is, I want to play a good seed, but if I look one up, it's just like, OMG, 20 villages at spawn, 47 ancients. Do you ever get that itch for some good old survival Minecraft? Go to load up a fresh world just to get a seed like this? Well, I do. The problem is, I want to play a good seed, but if I look one up, it's just like, OMG, 20 villages at spawn, 47 ancient cities, 33 woodland mansions! Like, they spoil everything. These websites don't know what a good Minecraft seed is. I don't want anything crazy, just good. So I set out on a mission for the greater good, for the K-18ers, and after hundreds of worlds, I found the best seed for 1.19 survival. Now, I don't want to spoil too much, but I'll just say this is the spawn, and you can get every wood type, every biome, and every structure very close. Do you ever get that itch for some good old...
Smooth. Crocodile, engines roar. Jet craft snapping through the ocean floor. The bombadillo, crocodilio. Fast up and floating slow. Cooler than ice, got nowhere to go. Fully full up, fast with speed. Coffee bird buzzing like he just got free. My arrow, the Uber shades on tight. Vision detective in the dead of night. Drippy trauma, whiskers twitch. Shrimp cast slide through seaweed fish. Bird on me, love me, chilling around. Coconut trap, but then we're rolling on the ground.
Dude, I got two. What the hell?
Class, we have a test.
I found out that my aunt...
Your garden grew while you were gone. When you left, it looked like this. This is your garden now.
Sideways for that.
So wait, are you leaving town? Oh, right, it's a ghost town. No one's here. Oh, that's something coming into town. And now they're going away. Oh, wait, someone's hat. That's something. Okay, a driverless car coming into town? That's a little strange. Must be a ghost. Ooh, hi. Are you real? Yeah, I'm human. I lost my car in neutral. Have you seen it roll by? Oh, that was yours? It went that way. Thanks. Welcome to Ghost Town. Hold on, I incorrectly counted a ghost before, but now that he's here, this number is correct. Does that mean... Hey, got my car. Got my hat. He turned into a ghost. Nothing. Glad you found what you needed. Oh, and I saw a lot of spirits in town. How many were there? Just about 1,880. Alright, I appreciate the update. And they all had cars. Oh, so double that number. Alright, have a good life. Thanks again. So wait, are you leaving town?
Hey, Roblox. What the fuck is going on with your app, dude? First, you want to change the logo to blue because a worker died, but from the videos I've seen, the worker passed years ago, and you're now deciding to do it now.
I've recently heard the worker's favorite color isn't even blue.
Second, you want to change friends into connections. Oh, hell no, you will not...
That will just be so fucking stupid if they
Catch me saying connected.
I know for a fact I'll sound like some bitch-ass NPC saying that goofy shit. Third, you want to remove R6 from the avatars. See, I'm not a person who wears R6 from my avatars, but many other people do and they like it. So removing this feature can cause people to stop playing your game if you really think about it. Fourth,
you're gonna force
Roblox players to wear those fuck-ass animated faces.
I want to see that.
Hey, Roblox.
You want to
Fully remove animated faces.
Removing this feature can cause people to stop playing your game if you really think about it. Fourth, you're gonna
Force Roblox players to wear those fuck-ass animated faces.
please no.
I never wore an animated face except for those fake headless they got, but overall never wore that and won't wear it. And fifth,
You want to
Fully remove classic clothing? I'm sorry, but what the fuck? Classic clothing literally finishes an outfit. You want to
force us to wear those fuck-ass layered clothes.
fuck no. Roblox, what the fuck is going on with...
Jimmy, how did the test go today?
Great.
Really?
Keeping it 100.
That good?
Absolutely.
So you're gonna get 100%, full marks.
I see no doubts here.
Outstanding! I'm gonna go tell your father. None of that was true, was it?
First of all, why would a shower be in a bedroom? Okay, the shower should be the least of my concerns. Is this woman about to get cooked? Looks like she is. Why is another human being stored under the counter? This is not a normal bedroom. How are you gonna peacefully use this toilet without flying off of it?
I'm never having kids because I just saw a video where this
Crazy ones. H1T1. These ones are funny, so I want to do that.
Okay, why the fuck are there 20 kids in one room? Who has 20 children? How are the kids on top gonna get into bed? Are they just gonna climb up? Children. How are the kids on top gonna get into bed? Are they just... Okay, why the fuck are there 20 kids in one room? Who has 20 children? How are the kids on...
Why the fuck not, then?
On top gonna get into bed? Are they just gonna climb up? Did they just put a fucking pool right in front of their bed? Now these kids are gonna be
Soaking wet as they struggle to get in and out of bed. Okay, I'm glad we made sure to add 4 floating toilets inside the room.
I'm not too sure if the cannon that shoots children out of it is too practical, but you know, you do you.
I just know the most unexpected thing is about to happen. I called it. Did not think the guy would get drop kicked off the balcony though. Okay, why are we putting a laundry machine on a balcony? I don't understand. This idiot doesn't realize there's glass in front of him, does he? Nope. Okay, what was the point of putting that entire thing up again if you're just gonna drop kick it like you did your husband? Oh my god, I do not care about a kid dancing. Just finish the design up. Okay, you know what? I'm speeding this up. How is this even a balcony anymore? You know what? Subscribe so we can put an end to these videos together. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it here. You cannot fit 100 million children into a room. You would need an entire country. Also, who is the mom in this situation? Is she okay?
If this were my room, I'd forget what outside looks like. Oliver's traditional bedroom just wasn't cutting it anymore. It was a daily mess, and he'd just lie on the bed doing nothing. So he decided to revamp the whole thing. He ditched everything and built a bed frame from galvanized square steel and wood veneer, adding wooden boxes at the foot of... Have you ever heard...
Damn.
Okay, why the fuck are there 20 kids in one room?
If this were my room...
Mid-effort volume on. Oh my goodness.
And you're walking to work one day, and suddenly, kaboom!
Boom! There goes your tower. Watch it crumble. Feel the power.
You're walking.
Didn't I just watch that?
So this is me, 24 hours before my lift, chop off the double chin. Absolutely thrilled.
7 hours, 6 hours before. Look how bad my double chin.
We're chopping off my double chin. Yeah! This is a dream come true. Yeah! Saying goodbye to my double chin, everyone. I'm in the elevator, leaving the apartment, and saying goodbye.
I feel so ready for these results. That's all I can think of. Oh, my heart is racing. It's so excited to get to my double chin.
That's just fucking weird.
A lot happened.
Oh.
Today I am going to Google myself. I'm pretty scared. I record videos all day and I bully kids on Roblox, so I don't really ever have time to do these type of things. So yeah, let's get into it. This is pretty much a blank browser, so if I type anything in, nothing else will come up, like Vin, for example, vintage sellers, Vin Mofo. Yo, what? What the hell? Anyway, well, I type in Vin, nothing comes up. Then I continue, V-I-N-D. Oh, I'm right there, I'm right there. Let's type in Vinduli, and the first thing that comes up is Vinduli real name. My name is Vincent Ton. That is true. My full name is Vincent Ton. What else is there? Vinduli girlfriend. Okay. Yo! How'd you guys get this? This is a photo of my girlfriend. Why did this come up when I type in Vinduli girlfriend? That is wild. What images show up? Okay. Oh, there she is. This is the real photo. Here we go. Wait, what? This just took me to my post with a random essay I met. My boy Shaq TV. That's my true girlfriend. Alright, whatever. Is Vinduli in power? Am I in power? You see, if you scroll down here, there is a creators tab on the power website. And if you go here, it'll tell you if I'm in power or not. Alright, I'm on the website now. There's Lachlan. Who's the fruit? There's your boy Vin Woodley. What does it say here? I actually haven't read this before. Vincent Ton, better known as Vinduli, is a creative. Yep. Popular on YouTube and TikTok for a unique blend of creativity. In 2023, Vin was named Australia's fastest growing YouTube creator of the year. That is true. I was actually awarded the fastest growing Australian creator of the year, and I was given that award there. That see-through one. Thanks for supporting, guys. I love y'all. What else is there? Is Vinduli still in power? Okay, is Vinduli Asian? Well, you see, I don't have a Wikipedia to confirm that, but on my birth certificate, it actually says I'm Australian on my birth certificate. Okay, on paper, I'm Australian, but IRL, I am Asian. What Asian am I? I'm Vietnamese/Cantonese. Now you know. Is Vinduli Australian? There you go. Is Vinduli and Vinyl the same person? Are they trying to type VinRL? Is Vinduli and VinRL the same person? This Vin guy with a bunch of awesome videos? Nah, I don't know who this guy is. I have no idea. Yeah, I think when you type in VinRL, it says Vinyl. Is Vinduli 53 years old? That is crazy. People are actually Googling this. There are videos of me that I confirmed I'm 53 years old. Like, can't they just use that as reference? I am. I'm 53 years old. Wait, why am I on Lachlan Wiki? Lachlan has a Wikipedia? Vincent Ton, better known as Vincent or Vinduli, born 1997, age 24. Hold on, someone's gonna update this. Born in 1997, age 24. 27 now. But I wouldn't mind being 24. And my nationality here is Australian as well. Alright. I created TikTok in January 2020 where I got 1 million followers. That is true. I did do that within the first 5 months. This is interesting. I also got verified on TikTok shortly after. Yeah. I averaged 100,000 to 750,000 views per video. Yeah, I'm holding off. One day I'll get to the millies. Vincent previously worked in real estate before moving onto a job in banking. Yeah, that is true. Wow. This Wikipedia is pretty good. Vinduli height. Alright. My height is not listed anywhere on Google, but just to let you guys know, I am 6'3". Anyway, let's see if anyone out there is trying to dox me. Where is Vinduli from? Hold up, what? Wait, I didn't even type anything in. Where does Vinduli live in Australia? Where does vinegar come from? Where does vanilla come from? Okay, not many people are searching that up, thankfully. I'm gonna search it up. Where does Vinduli live? Where is the YouTuber Vinduli from? Melbourne. Oh, I have it on my Instagram bio. Oh, it's right here. If you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, make sure to check it out. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, famous birthdays. Vincent Ton. TikTok star. Yo, what? I am not a TikTok star. I'm a YouTuber, man. What the hell? Comedy and gaming content creator. Yeah. Blah. Yeah, true. Before fame. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm famous, but that's pretty cool to read. In 2014, I published a comedic video called Things That Guys Do Before a Girl Comes Over. I actually did. Do you guys want to see a bit of that? It's a bit cringe, but you know what? Since you guys have made it this far through the video, I will show you. So this is, in fact, my first ever YouTube video. 9 years ago in 2014. I was pretty famous at 8,000 viewers. So this video basically is about, what guys do before girls come over. Look, different guys. Come in my room. So much. Bro, this is my bedroom, guys. This is what I lived in for years. It's a mess. This is how I thought people shaped their faces, guys. Alright, look. I was 17 at the time. Anyway, moving on. I worked in an Australian bank called Westpac. I did, that is true. I also worked at, this is correct. I did work 3 jobs at one time. Wow, where are these guys getting information from? Are they watching my streams? I worked at McDonald's and 2
brands called Kathmandu and Lacoste all at the same time because I was trying to get my money up so that I could quit my jobs and start content creation. I also launched my own line of apparel called Vincere, which is
coming back soon, guys. Check out the website. I also live stream. I used to, but not so much anymore. I am ranked the 2,558 most popular person in the world. That's pretty cool.
Number 1 on Vincent. Wait, what? Let's go. Yo, I'm more famous than Vincent Van Gogh. Nah. This website is a scam, bro. Ain't no way.
Hey, I am more popular than the GOAT himself. How did Vinduli join power? Let's see. Oh, this is my introduction video to join power. This is how I joined power, guys.
Mom, did you get the ice cream? Wait, you're not my mom? I've seen you somewhere. You're Lachlan!
Oh, you know me. That makes it easier then.
Wait, what? What do you mean? What's happening?
You ever heard of Team Power?
Team Power, the esports organization, right?
Yeah, here, check this out.
What the? Where are we going?
Taking for a drive, go meet the team.
Family proof your family with Place Alerts by Life 360.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'll play a game. I'll play. Let's play some rolling dice. It's 10 o'clock. 15. Bruh.